Follow me on social media at Miss Diva for you. That is my handle on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. MZDEEVA, the number 4YOU. You also can go to the Facebook page, hashtag ASKDEEVA. You can also find that page on Instagram, hashtag ASKDEEVA. For all things Diva, go to askdiva.onuniverse.com. Thanks, everyone. Hey, lovers, thanks so much for coming back for a Saturday night podcast. We are talking the word no, okay? So you ask, how do you say no so easily? I'm going to share a few tips with you, not very long. We're not going to be here that long. Just going to share enough for you to have some food for thought and share this with someone that you know. So, a friend to tell another friend to tune into the Ask Diva show. All right, you guys, so we're going to get right into the topic. What we are going to do is invite anyone that wants to chat and listen live. You could do so now on the Facebook. It's up, okay? And Twitter will do the same for you. So Twitter is up, Miss Diva for you, MZDEEVA, the number 4YOU. So go ahead and send you some love so you can get started. All right, you guys, so you can add. That way I can go back and see if you had anything that you wanted to add, okay? So we are talking tonight. How do you say no so easily? When I'm out and about and we're doing errands or I'm out with somebody, I come to town and we go to different stores, maybe we're shopping or wherever it is that we're out and about, people that are not with me on my normal daily routine, it always shocks them. And they're just like, how do you do the no like that? Like, they want to go into an explanation. They want to feel bad for the, person at the retail place, in a sense. And I don't really feel that I'm going to hurt her day or her life by saying no, because some of the things that people want to invite into your life are not for you. And so I'm just one of those persons. I'm very aware of what I can handle, what I can't handle, how to fix what goes wrong, how to work on getting help from others when I can't fix what goes wrong. But there's always like solution mode, and I'm always sure about the path that I'm on, right? So I understand that that's not an everyday thing, and we do have moments when we're like weak to things and we have to think about things or reflect or change things, but by the majority, you need to be able to walk around and know what works for you and be able to say yes when you mean yes and know how to say no when you mean no. So I try to kind of sum those up the best that I could. So we're going to go into those, get everybody all ready, take a little water break for a minute, and then we're going to go ahead and go right into the topic. Listen to this wherever your podcast choices are. So any podcast platform that you have, just go to in the search area and type hashtag ASKDEEVA and it'll pull it up. If it's not up, you can hit me up on social media and I'll make sure to get the feed going on your favorite podcast platform, okay? So Ask Diva is on YouTube, on Spotify, Podcast Addict, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Luminary, different ones. I'm trying to throw some out there that you may be using here on Spreaker. So there's different places that you can get the podcast, and hopefully that helps you. Okay, so let's go into a little break for a minute, get a little water. We're going to go right into these tips on how to say no. I'm going to work on you saying it and feeling good about yourself and about the person that you left with your no. So we're going to do that probably maybe in a total of 10 to 15 minutes, and I'll check out your chats on social media and see if you want to get shout it out or if you just want to share your thoughts, and I can read that over on Twitter as well and as Facebook, okay? Okay, I get it. So you do not want to go over to different places all over the place, every podcast app. You don't want to download a bunch of things on your phone, or you just don't have the room on your phone. I solved that for you. So you can go to askdiva.onuniverse.com, go to the podcast page and just click on the various ones, take a listen, or just go to YouTube. Some people don't want to download a bunch of apps. You can just go to YouTube. Ask Diva is on YouTube. So it's various places. I'm trying to make it happen for everyone because you all use different apps. So I understand that. Do what's best for you. I'm going to make the show available on every app that I can. All right, lovers. So here we go. So we're going to go right into the message. And this is regarding your question. How do you say no so easily? Right? So here's some tips that I have for you. First, listen to this message. Saying yes when you mean no will cause you stress and can lead to illnesses if you allow that type of stress over and over. Increase your strength in saying no. Increase your confidence in meaning your no. I said no. I can't do that. Well, are you able to, take the kids to do this? Or can you come over and help me with this and this and that? And the same person's asking you over and over again. And you find yourself doing things that are their responsibility and not yours. And you are altering your life and pausing things to help out all the time. You have to be able to say, yes, I can come at this time. No, I can't come at this time. Here's what works for me. And here's when I'm willing to put in the time, because I love to volunteer and to help and put in time. Here's when I can do that. Does that work for you also? If that doesn't work for you, I can't change what I have going on in order to make it fit for you better, unless this is a life-altering emergency and we're all teaming up to support you in that. If this is just your responsibilities and you're pushing them off on people because you don't want to cut back on the fun things in order to make time for the responsible things, my answer is no. Right? And you have to be in your no. We're going to talk about in a minute. You don't have to explain all of that. Your no is just no. But you need to also know for yourself, because that person that you keep telling yes to and is stressing you out, you need to ask yourself, why do you keep doing that? So that's why I gave the long drawn out explanation as to this is the reason why it's no. So you're venting to your therapist, your counselor, your great friend that you can trust. You're explaining that. This is why I'm telling her no. This is why I have to tell him no. This is why, and that's your explanation. Understanding that about yourself, that you have to love you and you can't give your all and destroy and neglect you and get anywhere in life. Like it eventually will start wearing and tearing on you. So you have to learn how to it's no. Even when it's Pastor for you churchgoers. It's no, Pastor, I can't. And then you just have this awkward moment because he's like expecting you to kiss his ass and tell him why. And you're just, I just can't. That's it. I know it seems sarcastic and I do my best not to be sarcastic. I try not to offend in tone, but don't go looking for explanations, because then we're going to have this awkward moment because no, I'm not doing that. So I have the things on my list that are important and I am going to do that. And I have the things that I can't fit that in there. That's your thing, not mine. So no means no. Don't explain. That's the part 2. And you do not have to explain anything. So it's going to be awkward at times. I'm going to show you some examples in a moment of when that can tend to be awkward, but you need to know what works for you. And so you have to do the best thing that's for you. You guys understand that? So shout out to everyone that is staying inside. If it's cold where you are, it's snowing here in the Denver metro area. So we're cold and it's snowing. But sending you some love and thank you for being a part. I have some exciting things that are going to come up in between that's going to help the podcast flow a little bit. So we're adding some help from a well-known Austin, Texas artist. And so I'm going to kind of be low-key on that until that's all the way done. But they're in the studio right now making something pop for the show. So I'm excited about that. So stick around. But we're not here to play. Today, we have a list to go through, and I hope you've been writing this down. So, your no means no. You're not going to explain yourself. I have to say no. Oh, are you able to go to right when we get out of classes? If you could go pick up my kid and then pick up your kid, and then we'll all meet later because I need to go run and do this thing. No. But I'll see you later at the because no. And then it's going to be a little awkward, right? But you know that you had your own thing planned. Maybe you and your child were going to spend one-on-one time and you didn't want the other child there to distract you from that. Maybe you and your child have a personal family errand that you were going to run also, and you didn't want to bring anybody along for that. That parent just can't just pop that on you at the last minute because they want to go get their nails done before the football practice or whatever it happens to be going on, and they throw your child for that freedom time. No. Like in the Get Out movie, right? So yeah, it's just no. So here's the one that I see people struggle with, which is how this conversation comes up when we're out and about. Retail stores. Look, you guys, they have a goal to meet signing you up on emails. Okay, so if you hate crowded emails, just say no. It's no. Only say yes to the stores that matter to you. Like that store, that's the store I go to all the time. This would save me some time if I knew, or it helps me with my points or whatever. When I know about the sales going on or something that I've been waiting for to go on sale and it does. Yeah. But every errand, no, you can't give them all your email. So just say no. Say yes to stores that matter to you. Do not give your number and email to every store on your errands. You cannot do that. I hate going and deleting all that stuff. So when I realized that I've spent the day of deleting, something, like I have my stores that I love them, but I need to go in my notifications and adjust. But I love Fashion Nova, but Fashion Nova will give a lot of Fashion Nova will give a lot of updates if you don't correct it, but they do give you that in your settings where you can make it work for you. But I like them. I love getting the updates. Again, it's all about the store, but I don't want Walgreens sending that to me all day. Like, so I'm just, no. Do you want our rewards card? Yeah, I only come once a year. No. No, but thank you so much for offering that to me. So when it comes to retail, yeah, she's being pushed to get these number of emails and phone numbers probably, and maybe going to get a bonus for it. So you don't want to make her feel bad. So you do want to be careful with your tone. That family abuser that you have to be tough with your tone, and that friend that uses you all the time. And then the cashier, you don't need to go ruining their day. So no, I thank you for asking me that. But no, what's the total? Yeah, thank you. And we move on. And then you have the ones that'll try again and again. And then if they push you a little too hard, then you have to let them know. Yeah, there's really nothing you can do to change my mind. I'm not sharing my email. But thank you. Thank you so much for that. So, yeah, I was telling the kindness thing. Somebody remind me. I wish I had a reminder here. But let me do a reminder because you guys need to hear that. It's hilarious. But I have one more tip to give you. Kindness, I seen, so I have to write a little note. And then that's funny. So I'll share that with you. But anyway, so yeah, it's just no. So when you're out and you're shopping and they want to throw all this stuff at you, no, it's not you're just rolling through town. You're not even going to go back that way till a year from now. Stop. You don't need that. That doesn't even benefit you. You don't need every perk that the world has to offer, or every discount or every coupon that the entire world has to offer. There are many things that you can pass up. That's just no. Yeah. So your email time, taking up time that you could be doing your squats or jumping rope or whatever, right? So there's other things you can get done than sitting down deleting 1,000 emails from happy retail stores across the land, right? And then the next one is church and organizations. I kind of touched on that a minute ago with the pastor joke, but listen, learn to balance your authentic yeses and your nos. So when it comes to churches and organizations and there's something going on all year round, you going to do it complaining on your way, fussing at your children, your family, giving everybody a hard time, and you're, stressful on the way there, stressful the days leading up to it because maybe you had to buy some kind of outfit for it or something that you didn't even have in your budget, or you have to add food and bring that along, and you're stressed out. You get there, you fake it, and you laugh, you leave, and you go back and you bitch and moan and carry on with your family, and everybody's being destroyed over this thing that you could have just said no. Your yes is when you're going to be happy in the house, getting ready for it all week. Can't wait. You're going to get in the car, talk and laugh with the children, the family, the lover. Then you're going to get to the thing, laugh some more, come back, laugh, and have a good week the rest of the week over it. That's your yes. You love doing that. That's a part of you, even if it's something that others don't think has anything to do with any level of importance. It matters to you, and you love doing it. Yeah, so you can say yes to that. But when you know that you're going to ruin everyone that lives around you and close to you, their entire day, evening, afternoon, week, and month, because you said yes to something that you wanted to say no to, that's obvious. That's a no. How am I going to be acting when it leads up to this particular thing that they're asking me to be a part of? Oh, I can't do it. Okay, so Sunday, that's great, but you have a busy life. Sometimes when you're on spring break or summer or whenever things are kind of not so busy, then maybe you can give some yeses. But know the season when you need to be saying no. And it's okay. And Pastor them, Sister Strawberry them, they can call me. Hashtag Ask DeeVa. They can tag me. I will answer that in a diplomatic way for them, for you. If you need them to have an explanation, girl, I got you. I'm long-winded. We could be at that. I could do that, right? All jokes aside, but another funny. It's not really funny. It's just like, this really works. So I'm always looking at live PD. Forgive me. Shout out to law enforcement, especially my gorgeous son, right? But I'm always watching live PD, and I see so much, just because it's a community perspective that I'm looking at as I watch the live PDs from each little state, and looking at the relations with law enforcement and the people, and the behaviors of the people, what causes them to have to constantly interact with law enforcement in the first place, right? But there's this lady, and the officer pulls her over on the highway, and he pulls over. It's just like she just seemed like she was driving a little slower, I think was what his concern was, right? So he pulls this lady over, and let me tell you, at first I was thinking that she was high on something, but it turns out that she was just high on just living her best nose. Like, she know how to say no, and she know how to say yes, and she was just comfortable in everything that she needed to say and do. She's balanced, and she's loving life. Not stressed out. Like, this lady was not stressed out about anything. So I noticed her tone as she's talking to the officer when he pulls her over. And I decided, that is it. If you really want to get something done and you don't want something negative to happen, I'm telling you, the way that this lady was delivering, it was everything. So he tells her, ma'am, I'm pulling you over. You're driving slow, kind of concerned. You look a little dazed. Can I have your license and registration? And so she was like, oh, yes, you can have my license and registration. Just one moment. How are you, officer? I hope your day is going so well. Give me just one moment. So she gave it to her, and I'm like, oh, wow, she's hot. She lit. She all the way lit. That's really what I was thinking about this lady. But that was her demeanor the entire time. They give her the little breathalyzer. She has nothing going on. They searched the car. This white lady is not lit. She's just high on life and balanced. And I know what I want in life. Oh, if only you did, And so then she turns around and she's like, she turned around and she was saying, he asked her something else, and he asked for her license and registration. She gave it so kindly, and then she was like, well, she just took the test and did the little walk and everything, and so she's going back. She's like, I hope you have a good day. I hope everything's gonna be okay. Thank you so much for pulling me over. That's life. That's that life right there. Like, why can't you be that kind of balance, right? So, but honestly, I'm sorry, you guys. There's just no need to stress yourself out when you don't have to. Being selfish and taking care of self is important to bring your stress level down. So I see sometimes you guys doing a lot of things that you don't have time for. And I know, been there, done that. When I had to walk away from the church, it was like, look, y'all want something like 6.5 days a week. That's too much. That's too much. I don't have to have all that to know God, right? So it was just knowing that power that was felt with, no, No, not coming to that. Well, okay. Then they were sending people by the house. Okay, so we're going to see you Sunday, after you have some niceties. And, oh, no, I won't be back on Sunday. And they look like, oh, my God, bitch, and she said, bitch. No, what is it? On Campio, when they're talking to each other, and he's like, I said, bitch. But no, seriously, they probably do curse me out. But by no means no, and I love you, and I know you thought that I had time for that, or you thought that that was something that I was just going to run and do because you came over being nice. But no, it's still no. So learn to get in your know, and sometimes it's lonely because you're gonna see less and less people. That I honestly, when I got into no season, I started being alone more, which that's always a good thing for me. Writer, creator, I always need to have some quiet time, so it was cool. But it's been even more and more distant over the years. So the stronger you get with your no, it may come with alone time, and then it may come with people who understand it, respect it, and they get it. They know when they can get time with you, and they know when they cannot, and it's not personal. They support your reasons for needing to have your quiet time in your space, right? If they love you like that, right? So that's all that I have on that one. Thanks so much for coming by Thank you so much for coming by the Ask DeeVa show. I'm sorry, that lady on Live PD, I'm going to be her, from now on, anytime I need anything. Oh, I have no idea why you took out the time to do that. But the way you did that, you deserve the best that life has to offer and more, right? We all need to be that to make the world a better place, right? So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you so much. And be sure to tell a friend to be a part of the show, okay? So you can follow me on social media at Miss DeeVa for you. That is my handle on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, MZDEEVA, the number 4YOU. You also can go to the Facebook page, hashtag ASKDEEVA. You can also find that page on Instagram, hashtag ASKDEEVA. For all things DeeVa, go to askdiva.onuniverse.com. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, lovers. Have a great Saturday.